What's good? Prom's coming around, and I want to share you a story of my prom story, which sucked completely because it was just weird. It started off weird, and then it just went disastrous. So I hope it just works out better for you than it did for me. And like all proms, it started out at pre-prom, and I bring my date, and right when we walk up, I've never seen my date's parents before, and the dad comes up, he's like, "Hey, let's take some pictures." I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" She's like, "I would be her father," and I was like, I felt like the biggest asshole. So right off the bat, we're off to a bad start, and then we're all getting in a limo to go to actual prom. He's like, "Hey, I got some bad news," and I was like, "Oh, what's the matter?" And he's like, "My daughter, she's on her period. I know you probably would like to have fun with her, but it's too bad you can't." And that, on its own, was just the weirdest situation I've ever been in my entire life. And neither of the parents acted like it was something out of the ordinary. They were just like, "Yeah, it's too bad." So anyway, so we go through prom, and that was alright. And we get to the after prom, which the after prom was this house that we rented in Southampton. It was about 60 kids. Everybody dropped like $700 for the full use of the house. It had like a pool, jacuzzi, everything. It was a sick house. And so we get there, and the owner of the house is like, "Everybody get in, duck down, shut up." So immediately it was like pretty sketchy. And he had bodyguards there and shit, and so we were like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "All right, everybody in the living room." So we go in the living room, and he's just like, "All right, no one can leave the living room. Anybody can only use that bathroom, and you can go in the kitchen, and that's it." So he just completely, like, fucked all of us. And so now we're all mad. So we're like, "What do you mean? Like, we want our money back?" He's like, "That's too bad. You're not getting your money back." So we all started freaking out. So once we started freaking out, we all just, I don't know, started tipping shit over and breaking shit. And then the bodyguards jumped in, and they were grabbing kids, fucking throwing them through walls, like punching kids in the face. It was a real mess. So then shit kind of subdued for a little bit, and we explained the bodyguards like the whole situation, and they were just as appalled as us. They were like, "Are you kidding me? You do whatever the fuck you want." So then after that, then nobody was on this guy's side. So then he was mad. He's like, "You're just gonna let these kids do whatever they want?" And then everyone just looked at each other and was like, "Get him!" So now he had 60 angry high school kids like rampaging towards him, and he got out of his house, went in his car, and drove away. We didn't see him ever for the rest of the night. And so we went back in there, and we were like, "Continue the riot!" And everyone started breaking everything, like every single thing in their path, like punching holes in walls, burning chairs. Somebody took a dump in the pool. Then my friend Brian like kicked his like 70-inch flat screen right in half, like a brand new flat screen right in half, and then peed on it. So then after just destroying this guy's house all night, the next morning we're at the actual graduation ceremony where you walk and get your diploma and all that. And so we're there, and everyone's rehearsing, and sure enough, he shows up. And with him are 4 cops. So now we're all like, fuck, because if he recognizes one of us, that person is 100% getting arrested. So after that, the cops talking to him, and I guess they asked him, "Do you recognize anybody from last night?" And of course, he points out the kid Brian who kicked the TV in half, and me. So the cops call us over, and they're talking to us, getting our information. Our parents are involved. It was a huge mess. So I'm nervous as shit. I was like 18 years old, and so I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get a water bottle." I just made some shit up because I wanted to run away. And of course, 2 cops followed me on my way to the vending machine. So I'm running, I'm walking, I'm just thinking of the right time to leave, and I just bolted. I was gone. And of course, 2 cops chased me. So I'm running down the hallway. I bust out of the doors. Now I'm out of the school. I'm running through the neighborhood. These cops are on foot chasing me. It's a on foot pursuit. And so I'm hopping fences. I'm going through yards to yards, and I end up saying fuck it, and I duck down and roll under a car, and I'm hiding there. So I'm waiting for the coast is clear, and so I waited like 20 minutes, and then sure enough, the coast was clear, and I just got out, ran back to the school. I hid in the bathroom for another like half hour, just scared as shit, like on the toilet, like that, just like so no one would see my feet through the stall. So after that, yeah, so then the ceremony started. I just ran and just blended in with the crowd, got on my cap and gown, accepted my diploma, and just walked off, not getting arrested on my graduation day, and that was that. So, out of all that, I hope, I pray to God that your ending of who's ever in their senior year of high school goes a lot better than mine. And that's my story. It's Travis Grant. Check me out on Instagram, Japo789, Japo789. Check it out. Peace.